comfortable are you with it?
Why did you guys talk me into getting this? I should have just stayed with my Model 3. Hey guys, KIMJAVA here. So it has been a minute since we've put out a video, but there's been so much going on in the world of Tesla.
Look at this. That's the steering wheel.
So there's no stocks, nothing up here anymore to do any blinkers.
And actually I've been holding off watching them because I wanted to do a big reaction video for you guys and kind of give you my thoughts about it. Now, it's important to know that I've had 3 Teslas, but just to kind of give you guys, if you're not familiar with my channel, a perspective that I have coming from owning 2 Model X's, also a Model 3. But I do have 4 Teslas on order right now, and they all will have the Yoke steering wheel. And my husband has compiled a bunch of videos for me to watch that I have not seen yet. But first I want to thank CCF for supporting this channel. You should know that they are raffling off a Tesla of your choice, and the proceeds go towards a nonprofit. If you haven't noticed, this is one of my favorite Tesla raffles because there's only a limited number of tickets sold, and proceeds go towards preventing eviction, homelessness, and helping families in need. This year, you get the chance to win a new Model S, X, 3, or Y of your choice, and now you even get to choose a fully paid for Cybertruck. Alternatively, there's a $50,000 cash prize. CCF will cover the taxes and fees, and the drawing takes place on August 26th. Check out the link in the description and enter code KIMJAVA to get a discount when buying 2 or more tickets. So let's get started.
The buttons up here are really easy to use too. There's no stocks, nothing up here anymore.
So no stocks. That is crazy to me.
So if I want to do a left turn or a right turn here, I'll just gently press that.
So pressing buttons as opposed to the stocks is definitely going to be a big adjustment for me.
Look at this.
I do love the look. So the look of the Yoke steering wheel is awesome. It looks so cool. I know that's like a taste thing, but I personally really love the way it looks.
Seatbelt clicked as soon as the car senses you sitting down. So let me do that.
Okay. I've been wanting to know how this actually works in terms of it knowing to reverse.
Car turns on, then it tells you what it's going to do. So it's very clear. It's going to back up.
My big fear is that I'm just going to like go into my kitchen in my garage and it's not going to reverse, but I have trust and faith in Tesla.
So it says tap the brake to drive, and then it shows me an arrow going forward.
At the same time, you can see the screen shifter is up. So if the car chose,
it's so much to look at that it always takes some like adjustment of your eyes. Like, what am I looking at here? Like, what do I see?
Happy with this? Now I just tap the brake, the gas pedal, and
the gas pedal.
The car backs up, easy peasy.
This feels great. This feels super natural. Like there's a resting spot even for my thumbs. It almost feels like a video game controller.
That's what I said that the whole time. That it reminds me of a video game controller. 100%.
Yeah, when I first got it, I kind of took to it right away. You know, just when you turn a couple.
And it's definitely safer because you are keeping both hands on the steering wheel. This to me looks awkward, like turning it.
Feels a little awkward.
And that's what he said.
You know the normal motion of letting a steering wheel go when it rotates? Like,
that's going to be like weird adjusting to that. I like that actually. I love being able to like glide it through my hands when I turn, so.
I do notice right away, this seems a lot quieter than some of the Model S's and X's I've driven in the past. It does have the noise insulating glass that comes standard.
Noise insulating glass. That is going to be clutch.
The blinker is on the steering wheel, which is pretty cool. But again,
where was the blinker? I missed that.
Steering wheel here. It's a little weird. This takes some getting used to. It's a little bit strange.
I can't wait to try it out. I really can. That's one thing that I have not had a chance to actually get my hands on one of these new Plaid Model S's, but I would love to. If you live in the Atlanta area, reach out to me. I'd love to make a video with you.
Regenerative braking. Very rich feeling steering wheel.
It does. That's exactly how I would describe it. It feels like a rich steering wheel. Like it feels more sturdy than the previous one. It feels like I have more control over the car.
More sturdy, huh? That's interesting.
That could be annoying.
See, I feel like the sliding thing that's going to be kind of annoying. Like that's going to be really weird to get used to. I don't know if I'm going to like that. It's going to be one of those things I probably initially do not like, but then like as I get used to it.
Yes, take the middle spot, but leave room on the right for another car.
I can't wait to try this out though. I'm like dying to just kind of, I feel like the first couple times I try it out, I need to try it out without my kids where I can like focus on what I'm doing and not have all the distractions from them.
It's kind of weird.
Because it's like major relearning, right? Like you're so used to just like driving and the stocks and all that. And even when you switch cars, it's different, but it's still pretty much the same thing where this is like completely different.
So weird. I could have swore I read that this would just know which way you wanted to go.
So it's not perfect yet, obviously. It doesn't like automatically, he's having to do a lot of the like swipes. That's crazy. So I think that like, this is a huge leap. Is like, are other cars now going to copy Tesla and start doing this? And what about like a lot of the people who have been driving for a long time? Like I'm thinking about like my mother-in-law just ordered one of the new Model S's. Is this something that she will like? I am not sure. Honestly, she might get her car and end up hating it and being like, why did you guys talk me into getting this? I should have just stayed with my Model 3. I think that's gonna be a big thing for different generations, how different generations will handle it. I'm gonna watch a few more videos and kind of soak it all in, and then I'm gonna organize my thoughts for you guys and really put them together. Okay, so now that I've had a few days to gather my thoughts, here's what has me really excited, but also kind of hesitant at the same time. So just this week, news came out that Tesla briefly stopped deliveries of the new Model S, and that was enough to spark so many thoughts in my head about the new Model X that I just ordered recently. And since that time, all of these videos are also popping up with the new Model S, with people getting their first crack at the yoke steering. I know you guys all saw what I just did right there. From all the reviews, it seems like almost everyone who has tried it shares similar points of view. There's a bit of a learning curve, and then there's some major retraining of the muscle memory for you just to acclimate to the Yoke's new driving style. Plus, you toss in the fact that there are no stocks in the car too. Of course, as someone who has just ordered one of these Teslas, I have thought about all of this a lot. In fact, I was curious if I was the only one with doubts, so I took polls on our nearly 40,000 Tesla owners and followers on both my Instagram and Twitter. And on Instagram, Tesla owners were favoring the Yoke, while on Twitter, you voted for the round steering wheel instead. Think about this for a second. By this time next year, 4 out of 6 Teslas in production could have the Yoke steering wheel. Only the Model 3 and Y would be with the round steering wheel camp. And if things go as Tesla expects by next year, I wouldn't be surprised if they ditched the round steering wheel altogether and just streamline the Yoke steering. Most people forget that even Model 3 renderings from as far back as 2015 were shown with the Yoke steering. So clearly this was what Tesla and Franz always saw for its vehicles. So overall though, the Refresh S has had really good reviews on just about every front, from the performance, the range, the battery tech, and those are all pretty much unmatched. But you know how Tesla is, and they always have to take it a step further, and this time it was the Yoke steering. So early on, there was so much talk, you guys probably remember, that they would offer both the round steering wheel or the Yoke steering, but we know now that that is not going to be the case, and Elon has even chimed in on Twitter to say the Yoke was here to stay with no round steering wheel option coming. To Elon's credit, the Yoke steering has always received some praise as well. It has 3 very important advantages that I think it's important to remember. It forces the driver to hold the steering at the 9 and 3 o'clock position, which is the way we are all taught to hold the steering wheel in driver's ed. And it also is optimal for safety because it clears the center for the airbag to be deployed without obstruction. And of course, it provides better visibility for the driver as well. I will also be the first to tell you that when I first tried autopilot back in 2016, I wasn't sold at the time, and I pretty much always wanted to avoid it. I don't know if
how I feel about this.
You're going exactly the speed limit.
This is bizarre.
Kim has her foot hovering
I know, it's like hovering
above
over
the
the
brake.
brake. I'm such a dork.
But all of that has changed now. And I was also in the camp for Model 3 getting some sort of driver's display where the speedometer was easier to see back in 2017. And that has also changed now. I've also interviewed owners who initially weren't a fan of the Model 3 push-pull door handles.
This is like that two-step process. It's not hard, but still it's a little getting used to. It's like push and pull.
And they've all gone to love and even upgraded to newer 3s and Ys with the same handles. So my point is that while some of these seem like really big concerns in the beginning, they're all actually reasons why I enjoy the car so much now. So I'm glad that I didn't, you know, push away the car at the time, because if I didn't have all those little things, it wouldn't be as enjoyable as it is now. So will this Yoke steering be like this? Who knows? I guess time will have to tell if we like it or we don't like it. It could be a major flop, or it could be revolutionary, and we're just gonna have to wait and find out. But remember what I said earlier, that by this time next year, 4 of the 6 Teslas in production could have Yoke steering in the driver's seat. So Elon and Tesla either believe that this will grow on you guys and all of us pretty quickly, or perhaps they're just betting big on full self-driving being so reliable and widely adopted within the next year or two that you won't care about what type of steering device is in front of you in the steering wheel, or Yoke, because that's not a wheel. All right, so let me know what you guys think of Tesla's approach to both stockless driving and the Yoke steering. Do you think that it's a mistake, or will it be a big hit and be adopted in all Teslas within the next couple of years? Also, make sure that you guys check out CCF Tesla Raffle, linked in the description, to support an incredible cause and have a realistic shot at winning a Tesla. Until next time, thank you guys, and make sure you check out our boutique as well to get a shirt like this one at itskimjava.com, and I'll see you guys next time.
Not believe what I just did. So I opened the ball, the slam dunk, and it fell out of my hands, and I dunked it.
What happened?
So you gotta see what happened.
What?
Come. So I was not guarding that well.
I'll practice.
Passed it to Kobe, and I was not guarding that well. And Kobe
This is what summer break is like.